What's going on, guys? This is your host, Jay, and you're watching From Inside Out. Thank you guys so much for joining this podcast again. Once again, I'm back in the hot seat, back at the studio, getting ready to do another very informative piece of information when it comes to our prisons, our system, and everything in between. But ladies and gentlemen, before I get into the juicy details, the facts and whatnot on tonight's topic, as you guys can see on your screen, brand new merch line. I'm wearing it. This is what the shirt looks like from inside out, with the bars and the hands on the bars trying to get out. That's what that symbol basically means. And these shirts, especially this one I got on right here, guys, is available on our merch line right now if you go over there and hit the From Inside Out store. The link is already on the About section of my podcast. And also, it's also on Twitter and so many other places if you are following me there. All right. So go check out the store, get one of the shirts, and show your support, not only for this podcast, but for all of your locked up loved ones in this great country of ours. So thank you guys so much for the ones that have purchased a t-shirt. Again, it's on our About section. Travel all the way down to the end, and you will see it there. All right. So for tonight's broadcast, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to do something a little different. It's still prison related nonetheless, but I wanted to bring something to your guys' attention that does not get brought up, that I'm aware of anyways, on other platforms, other podcasts, other places where they talk about prison related issues. On tonight's show, I'm going to show you guys right now what this looks like. So bear with me. There it is in its entirety. I'm doing this for a couple reasons. All right. Number one, I think it is actually very appropriate with the way the system is today and all that. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know what that's doing up there. Just basically has everything proof that we are living in a screwed up world, screwed up system, and the system itself by itself needs a major overhaul. And I think a lot of you will agree with me on that. So let's go ahead and get into some of the details with tonight's show. I'm going to go ahead and enlarge the screen so you will not see me anymore in this podcast until I'm done showing you the evidence and the data. So that's where I'm still here. You just can't see me visually anyways. You can still hear me. So what you see on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, is an actual site called the Innocence Project. I will have this information and whatnot in the description of this video. And you guys can go check out this page for a very laundry list of information regarding our system as a whole. Hopefully some of your guys' questions will be answered here tonight. But anyways, the big question I get all the time, and it's a fitting one. It's a legit question. How many innocent people are in prison? ? I think the answer to this question with data to back it up is going to shock the crap out of all of you, if not majority of you. Let's go ahead and scroll down. This is an actual real image. This ain't doctored. This ain't fake. This isn't made up. This person got released, and it says Daryl Henry leaving the Orleans Parish Criminal Court in January of 2023. Most likely due to the fact that they found him not guilty of whatever crimes they charged him with. All right. And it was done through the Innocence Project, like so many other cases. We wouldn't be dealing with this if the system would do a better job, if you will, of putting their investigation in better details. All right. That's a lot of the reason why a lot of innocent people are sitting behind bars as I sit here and talk to you tonight. But anyways, moving up on the post here, as you guys can see, the information now regarding this topic has been updated February 22nd, 2023. That's what I want to see. So it's this year's data now. And here's the information. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, the rate of wrongful convictions in the U.S. is estimated to be somewhere between 2% and 10%. Holy shit, right? With a prison population of about 2.3 million. I'll say that again. 2.3 million. That means there's 2.3 million locked up loved ones in our prison systems clear across this country. And all you taxpayers pay for this. There could be anywhere between 46,000 to 230,000 innocent people incarcerated. Yes, you heard that correctly. And that's updated February 22nd, 2023. So, and then of course, the other questions come to me sometimes and they ask me, like things like, what can we do to nip this in the butt? What can we do to stop this problem? And so many other issues. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, this is just a one or two problem scenario on a laundry list of things that are going on in our system right now. This is not okay. And it says here, a December 2011 Mother Jones article attempts to answer this question with help from the Innocence Project, a very highly respected organization. I highly recommend going over there and checking it out. Maybe it can benefit your locked up loved one. More on that later. The Center of Wrongful Conviction and experts in the field. So it just goes to show you, again, this is what really even shocks me with being a prison activist since 2018. This is shocking number. 2.3 million people are locked up, and 2.3 million. Yeah, it just shows you right there that we have a major overcrowded system. Not to mention 2% and 10% of these 2.3 million people are actually innocent of their crimes. And it's disgusting. So, and I've been saying this for a long ass time, ladies and gentlemen. You can see it right here. Proof in the pudding. You can't make this up. I hope you guys can see this. If not, let me know. Let me know in the chat if you can see this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enlarge it for some of you that can read this. I hope that makes it better. I really do. I do apologize how this is set up. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So, here's some more information on this. I'm going to go ahead and scroll down. Oh, by the way, before I read any more info on this, you can follow these guys, the Innocence Project I'm talking about, on Facebook, Twitter. I believe this is, what is this? LinkedIn. My bad. I had a brain fart. I do apologize. And you also can print out stuff and you can share the link. Their site is, they got sections up here where you can hit it about the cases, get involved, latest, and of course more. And you can shop our work, our team, careers, and contact. There's so many things you can do on this page. I highly recommend going and checking it out. Again, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Innocence Project. Very good and highly respected organization / webpage. Do what you can. Let's help out these. Again, here's another individual that just got released. This is what we want to see, folks. Technically, if you want to get down to brass tacks, it shouldn't be happening at all, period. I don't care who you are. This should not be happening at all. But because the system's so corrupt and messed up in so many ways, this is what we're dealing with. Here's some more information on this. So from the 281 known DNA exonerations in the U.S. since the late 1980s, A conservative estimate is that 1% of the U.S. prison population, approximately 20,000 people, are falsely convicted. Again, 20,000 people are falsely convicted, and I was one of them. I was one of them. In fact, since the late 1980s, there have been as many as 850 exonerations nationwide, according to the University of Michigan law professor Samuel Gross, a leading researcher in the field. Many of them float under the radar, Gross says, unlike the highly publicized DNA exonerations, because DNA does help in a lot of cases. It's undefeatable evidence. DNA doesn't lie. You can't really you can't fight DNA. Read the full article, see a map of how many people have been exonerated in each state since 1989. You can go right there and do that. I might still do that. Browse case profiles of Innocence Project. Client and visit the National Registry of Exonerations for all innocent, basically, nationwide. You can go there, there, and there. So for the remainder of this podcast, guys, again, you can't make this up. This is all factual data. I put my full trust in these sites that you're on right now, watching me. I don't have any reason to deny or say this is false information. Not from a site like this. If you do, then that's your problem. But again, like I said, this is all factual information, ladies and gentlemen. But let's go ahead and show you the map. I think this is telling. Here's some more information. I'm going to try to see if I can find the map. They say there's a map in here, so let's find it real quick. I do apologize for the last minute. Oh, I guess there's... I do apologize for this way I'm doing this. This is just spontaneous podcast here tonight. But nonetheless, you guys can see what we're dealing with here. I will zoom in on this too as well. Just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here's a story of an innocent person. Yeah, see, there it is again. 20,000 people are falsely convicted. 20,000 people. It says, in fact, since the 1980s, there have been as many as 850 exonerations nationwide, according to the University of Michigan law professor. And I just said that earlier on the other page. So, there you go. Here's some more information. Oh, I guess that's not working. I do apologize. Let's see what this says. I do apologize. My internet's really, really slow. I guess I'm not going to see the map here tonight for whatever reason. But you guys can see what I'm talking about. There's the proof right here in front of you. Yeah. Innocence Project. Numbers don't lie. 2% and 10% of wrongful convictions. Some of you may think that's a low number. No, that's pretty fucking high, excuse my French, when it comes to this type of stuff. So what's your guys' take on this? How do you guys feel about this? I think it's a damn crying shame. This is what's going on in our system. This is what's going on in your neck of the woods, all clear across the country right now. This is what's going on, and nothing seems to be changing. It's just getting worse and worse and worse as the days, weeks, months, and years go by. I told you what we can do about this. This can be done if we take enough initiative, enough time and whatnot to really focus on getting this stuff taken care of and get it done. It's not that hard, even though you guys sit there and say, oh, it's hard. It's hard to do this. No, it's not. It's only hard because you're letting it. And then, of course, on top of that, you're also letting other people convince you not to. And some of those people are actually state workers, DOC, prison staff, etc., telling you not to go do it. I've been told by one of my good friends that I follow on Twitter that they're telling her not do it, don't do it, don't make a shitstorm out of this, or we'll make your locked up loved one's life a living hell. Retaliation does happen, ladies and gentlemen. Make no mistake about it. But the only way we're ever going to curb stomp this and to stop it from happening is I need you. Yes, you. I'm looking at you right now. I need you and everybody else that's around you to stand up with me as a cohesive unit or team and bring change, real solid change to our system, because it's definitely needed. Our voices, as I said before in so many other videos I've done, our voices, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very loud and powerful. You can make a difference. I can make a difference. If you can't make a difference, then what are we doing? Listen, folks, I can't do anything when it comes to changing the system by myself. I just can't. It's virtually impossible. But if I had somebody over here standing next to me, another one, and so forth and yada yada, then guess what? Now we're talking. Now business can get done. And that's where I'm at with it. 10% to 2% of all individuals locked up in our prison system right now, ladies and gentlemen, are actually innocent of their crimes. Is that acceptable to you? I don't know about you, but it's not acceptable for me. And I'll tell you one thing, if you want to, help me, then email me, contact me right now, and we can do this together as a team. What do you think? Contact me. Email me right now at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. I mean, you can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it on your screen earlier. There it is again in its entirety. The rate of wrongful convictions in the United States, U.S., is estimated to be somewhere between 2% and 10%. Bingo. Does this piss you off? Does it make you irate? If anybody had any common sense with themselves, it would me. Look at this. Right here. All this. Read that. According to the National Registry of Exonerations, meaning innocent people, the rate of wrongful convictions in the U.S. is estimated to be somewhere between 2% and 10%, with a prison population. There's your date, February 22nd, 2023. Prison population of about 2.3 million. Yeah, this ain't shocking or surprising, but it's absolutely freaking insane and stupid, and we definitely need to get that number down. 2.3 million. There could be anywhere between 46,000 people to 230,000 innocent people incarcerated in our prison system here in the States. Pissed off yet? Now, you have to understand, too, I get questions all the time, such as one of the questions I get is, what can we do to stop this from happening in the first place? Great question, and here's my answer. Do better investigations. It's a no-brainer. Investigations are paid for by the taxpayers. The funds are there. Use them wisely. Get off your ass and do the investigation, lazy asses. We wouldn't have innocent people if you really would work and do what you're supposed to do when it comes to our criminal justice system. Oh, but we're so backlogged. We don't have the time. Well, get unbacklogged. There's a concept fucking idea for you. Why are we backlogged? Why do we have so many cases on overload and nobody can investigate them? We have so many cold case files right now sitting in the cold case file section and they're not being investigated. Has it ever occurred to you or made you realize the reason why certain cases get put in the cold section and other ones are still being investigated? Priority, ladies and gentlemen. Priority. So if you got a missing loved one, whether it's an adult, elderly adult, or a child, depending on the situation and all that, they'll get to it when they get to it. Because, again, priority, a missing person is not a priority type call nowadays. Again, that's your system, not me. Look it up. That's how backwards everything is in this system. But everybody praises it's such an awesome system. It's been designed to do what it's supposed to do. It's doing great. No, it's not. Because if it was, I wouldn't be doing this podcast about this very problem right here, right now, if it's so goddamn great. We pray and praise the system that it's such a great system. Is it really a great system? I want to hear your comment in the comment section. How great is it? There's a question for you. I want an answer. I want to see how many people can chime in here on this video and tell me how great it really is. I'll wait. The facts are right there in front of your face. I do nothing but bring facts to the table. I don't bring up hype. I don't Hollywood it. I tell you the truth. I find a web page, some data that's convenient and on topic for my topic tonight. Boom, there it is. You want to debate me and say I'm lying? Well, then let's have a debate, but you're going to get the web page involved too as well. Debate them, debate me. I have a funny suspicion you're going to be outnumbered. Again, this is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. This is your country, our system that we praise so well for. Oh, I love our system. It's doing such a wonderful job. Until it happens to you. And then guess who you're going to contact if something's going wrong? Me. 9 times out of 10, you'll contact me for help because you feel now the system has jacked you all up, screwed you over, screwed your loved one up. But you just said not too long ago that the system's awesome. It's doing its thing. Until it happens to you. I can't stress that enough. The system is great. So great, it puts a smile on a lot of people's faces. But again, until it happens to you, oh, now it's not so great no more. And I can go on with that alone by itself so many times regarding certain type of crimes, regarding certain kind of things. Yeah, you're not going to like what I have to say. I keep it real with this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. You know that. I keep it 100 on here. The fact of the matter is, though, folks, until we all wake up and realize what we really do have, you're just basically wasting your breath trying to talk about it. But I say this, if you're tired of talking about it and you're tired of getting screwed over by the system, whether it's you or your locked up loved one or a potential locked up loved one or anybody in your family, then shit, get off your butt and go down to your state capitol, talk to your lawmakers, talk to your governor, talk to your politicians, you name it. Talk to all the big wigs. Because it's your money. You have a right to bitch. So go bitch. I can't stress this enough, ladies and gentlemen. This is why I get frustrated doing these type of shows. I show you the data, then my blood rate, my blood pressure goes up, and I show you the shit that you can't make up. Again, if you guys think this is okay in your book, maybe this channel is not for you. Maybe the information I'm going to share with you guys isn't for you. We can do better, ladies and gentlemen. We all know we can do better. Now again, I'm not going political. I won't go political on my page, on my channel. But I will say one thing right here, right now. This is one of the reasons why so many people hated Trump. Whether you want to believe it or not, Trump drained the swamp and woke everybody up. I might catch a big load of backlash for what I just said. And I really don't care because that's why I don't bring political bullcrap to this. But keep in mind, though, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe me or not, when it comes to our prisons, it's all politics. And I've said before, including other individuals that do similar shows to this, to let you all know right here, right now, that our prisons are not just political in a sense. There's also codes that everybody's supposed to go by in our prison system. Well, I'm sorry. The prison system can have their stupid ass codes. But that's not law. I don't go by codes. I don't go by policy. I go by law. And I'll tell you one thing. Policy, codes, rules, regulations, whatever they are, whatever you want to call it, don't trump my rights or my Constitution in any way, shape, or form. So like I said, if you got somebody going through some kind of suffering kind of act inside of our prisons, you know what to do by now, thanks to me. Get off your butt and do a lawsuit. Sue the crap off these guys, even though it don't do anything, because guess what? All these lawsuits that do get filed, you, the taxpayers, have to pay for it. That's right. You heard that 110% correctly. All you taxpayers pay for everything, including lawsuits that are successful. But it doesn't have to be that way either. We, as citizens, can take away qualified immunity. Now, what is qualified immunity, Jay? It's basically like a goddamn high-tech insurance policy for our government officials. Our government officials are protected under that Qualified Immunity Act. And we can abolish it and get rid of it, but I can't seem to get anybody to stand by my side and help me change the system. Start going after these guys' pensions, their cars, their house, their boats. Then, maybe, these individuals that work for our state will have a wake-up call. We got to hit these people in their pockets where it hurts. Make them realize that you're messing with the wrong people. This is where we're at, ladies and gentlemen. And again, I can't stress this enough to you. If this is what you want, this is how you want to live, you like this kind of shit, well, stay right where you're at. But I don't want to hear you complain. Because complaining doesn't get anything done for me. I'm here to help as best I can. I will give you all the advice that I know from past experience. If I can't help you for whatever reason, then I will steer you in the right direction with honesty and find somebody that will help you. Understand this, folks. There is a buttload, and I mean a buttload of organizations out there that will take on your dilemma, whatever it may be, if I'm not good enough for whatever reason. I want you guys to understand and make no mistake about it. I'm not here for a popularity contest. Whether you like me or hate me, I don't care. I got a mouth and I'm going to use it. Facts are facts. Truth is truth. Hype is hype. You be the judge. You be the judge. If I cared about, all that other popularity type bullshit, my channel will be in a different direction. Wouldn't you agree? Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to cut it for this podcast tonight. I hope I've helped. I hope I brought some more great insight and knowledge to the table right here in our studios from Inside Out. I appreciate every single one of you that tune in weekly and watch these episodes. Again, every day that we do these, not every day, but every other day, I should say, that we do these shows, different type of information is going to come down the pike when it comes to what I'm going to show you. But hear me out one thing. This is not just my show. This is not just my podcast. It's yours too as well. You have a show idea, topic idea, something that you want to bring to the table and talk about. I'm your man. Hook me up. Email me right now with your show contact idea at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Once again, contact me at voicesfrominsideout@gmail.com. Let's do something. Let's talk. Let's put your show up on the air. If I pick your show and put it up on the air, you will get one of these shirts in honor of your idea and all of that. I need all the help and support I can get, ladies and gentlemen. Because if you guys want change in our system, you want to see the system get changed for the better, stand next to me. Right here, there's plenty of room. Right here. Stand next to me. I'll stand next to you. And we'll fight the good fight. Excuse my French. We'll fight the good fight. But I will not do this alone. With all that said, I'm your host, Jay. Like I said, we need to really knuckle down. And again, I'm going to show you one more time if you just tuned in. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. How many innocent people are in prison? I don't think you guys even knew the number. There's the number. Right here. 46,000 to 230,000 people are locked up right now. And they're actually bona fide, legitly innocent. Is that okay to you? Nah, not to me. Usually I give a closing thought at the end of my podcast, but I think you kind of know where I'm at with it tonight. You can hear the frustration and all that in my voice here tonight. I'm not going to stop talking about these issues. And I dare somebody try to stop me. So, coming up next week, we're going to be doing something a little bit more different too, besides what we're doing here tonight. I'll have my great colleague and owner and founder from Inside Out up on the hot phone again, talking about certain topics that we're going to be talking about. A little update for you guys. Just let you know, I won't be in the studios, in the middle of next month, or in this month, excuse me. I'm going to be taking a road trip, if you will. And I got an event I got to go to. Yes, you heard that correctly. I'm being called out to an event. It's going to be a one-day event, but it's going to take a week to get there and a week to get back home. So I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. The event is on the 26th. I'm going to be going to a different state. They're, calling me over there. I'm going to be doing an event. Looking forward to it. I heard rumors that it might be recorded and all that. And if it is, I'll try to get a copy of it and post it up here on YouTube. Big things are changing when it comes to this podcast. A lot of stuff is happening. A lot of people want to do podcasts. A lot of people want to talk to me. I got a lot going on, and my calendar is slowly starting to fill up. So if you want to bring me up on a podcast, or you want me to speak on something, let me know, and I'll try to fit you into the schedule. So again, speaking of schedules, we have uploads now coming in on Mondays, which is today, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I will have Saturday and Sundays off to spend time, or spend quality time, if you will, with my family. Those are my upload days. They can be either pre-recorded or live events of my choosing. If you're new here, please sub now, share, like, and comment. If you want one of these shirts from Inside Out, as you guys can see here, again, there's the shirt. Let me know in an email or in the chat you want one of these shirts, or go to the store itself, click it, and buy right there and have it shipped to your house. All the information's right there in that link. Go check it out. With that said, I'm your host, Jay. I will see you all in the next video right here in our studios from Inside Out. Good night, everybody.